Jimmy on the beat, boy.
Okay, boomer. Whatever you say, boomer. 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 BOOMER, please your dusty mood don't vibe with me. You are old and so therefore I must say 10 for dinosaur. Hey. Okay, boomer. Whatever you say, boomer. Okay, boomer. Whatever you say, boomer. Okay, boomer. Whatever you say, boomer. Okay, boomer.
Jimmy on the beat, boy.
Boomer.
Oh, holy hell. What's going on?
Okie dokie, boomer.
Okie dokie.
What's up, chat? Boy, we had you guys talking about that song, that opener. Yeah, that that's gonna stick in somebody's craw.
Somebody's something craw.
Yeah,
so
somebody's not gonna be happy about that. I find it ironic and hilarious. Keep on trucking in the free world.
well, they've taken down 100 of Rogan's podcasts now over on Spotify?
Yeah, Burmis went through them today and just did a great job of calling out everybody that got swept up in that, what do you think of it now that you just got censored,
Yeah, the hypocrisy is just incredible here. And I was telling Chanda before we got into the show here, force the vote and this jab has divided us so much. It's crazy.
Yes.
Force the vote and the jab. But I'm looking at it as positively as I can. It has actually singled out those who are for real about stuff and want to do serious work, and those who are not, who are just begging for clicks and trying to make a career. So that's where I'm at. You want to shout out the chats there real quick, Chanda?
Hey, chats, what's up? How you guys doing? They're filing in nicely. Oz Whistles, I hear you were unsubbed. I'm not shocked. Our analytics tell us that YouTube is royally screwing us. So make sure you guys check and make sure you're subbed when you see our videos. If not, you have to come find us. Yeah, GoFundMe. Yeah, we're going to talk about GoFundMe. Sadly, we're going to have to. What's up? Hey, Vic. Hey, Jim. Fred Edwards. What's up, Steve Cutler? Welcome, Insight and Awareness. Let's see. Kate, Sean Me Kate, I think she left us a Super Ray. I know there was a few more. Oh, Riley Martin, that's the one I missed. But I wanted to hit our Super Ray. Let's see. Tips only. Kate says, I'm the first to pay for the upkeep of our place in tonight's stream. This just lets Rockfin know we aren't freeloaders. No, absolutely not. We've been with Rockfin since their very, very beginning.
They were only up for about 6 months and we got on board.
There was only maybe 10 channels in the free thinker side when we moved in.
Yeah. And credit to Convo Couch. Pasta's the one that got us over there. So
he did. Pasta got us in the door.
Yeah.
Yep. Very good. Hey, Fred. Chanda. Dingo, hey, my baby. Welcome. Who do we got hanging out on YouTube's? Anthony. Lucky Burrito. Lucky you hanging out there. Steve is hanging out at Rockfin. How funny. Jack says, oh, there's Steve. Steve, what's up?
Steve.
Steve. I don't know why my YouTube won't scroll. It gets stuck.
Well, that's all right. We got
sticky.
Anthony coined what I put in the deck today, Anthony. Go fuck me. It's no brainer because it is go fuck me. I don't know, that's just like censorship. They're the arbiters of what's a peaceful protest and what's some kind of a heinous crime. That's bullshit, and I think they should be sued out of existence. They should lose their ability to crowdfund because all those people that donated, but we're going to give it to charity. I don't want it to go to charity. So go.
And it's not going to. We'll get into it because I've got a lot of info.
Go get your money back. Yeah.
Because, I have used GoFundMe for many, many years. That's pretty much how I've been able to fund over the last 6 years is only through GoFundMe. mean, Patreon's a joke. So yeah, we'll talk about it.
Yeah, shit. You got guys. I moved my microphone, and I'm finding that's a big mistake, especially the more engineering I'm going to do. So I'll be moving this tomorrow.
Hold on, Lucky. I'm looking.
Al Walski. Chanda. Somebody said that there was somebody in one of the chats last night that was impersonating me. And why would they want to impersonate me?
I saw that, and I thought,
who's impersonating the old boomer? I mean, really?
That's funny.
That is funny.
That's funny.
Yeah, I have a feeling who it might be, but not me, guys. You know me. You can tell my little nuanced happy faces and shit. That's
right.
me.
No,
so.
I know if I'm talking to you.
Yeah, it is. So be wary. There's a lot of posers out there trying to give us some shit. Let me see. Yeah, we got a lot.
I don't even know why. Why?
Why?
Yeah. With our 100 people audience.
Well, it can't be Mike Preisner. I just got into it with him today, so that's not that he'd spend any time with me. But Mikey Preisner, I'm going to talk about him a little bit later too. Barbara, hey Barbara, what's going on?
Hey Barbara.
Did we get everybody called Oz Whistles, Jack Sith, brother Oz Whistles, and of course Al Walski. Al Walski in Vermont. Vic, shout out to Thurston Community Media. You guys are holding strong.
Thurston.
You're doing a great job. We are on there at 3 a.m. I think it's Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
The witching hour.
Yeah,
Join us on Thurston Media, the witching hour.
We would love to get the Saturday night time slot at like 11 maybe, if it ever opens up. I mean, come on, guys. We're here every Saturday. How many have we missed? 2?
I don't know, but I know Democracy Now! Plays on our public access at that time.
Yeah, well, that's not so democratic when the fossil fuel industry owns them. So
right. Exactly.
Anyway, whatever you can do, Vic, that'd be great. But we're happy. We're just happy to be on and having some fun.
Well,
with
welcome,
everybody.
John Kemper. Pasta sent me over. Well, welcome to the fam.
Welcome to the fam.
We are just one big fam with our brothers and sisters at the Convo Couch.
And speaking of our sister and brothers, I made this one for Kamshwari Kate. Kate, this is for you.
Kate.
This is for you and anybody else that enjoys this. But this reminds me of me growing up, and I just put a little flair on it. And this has special singers in it tonight. And we invited Brother Franco to be one of our singers, and of course Pat the Batman fan, and then you're going to get stuck with me and Pasta on all of these. So I hope you enjoy it. I had a lot of fun making it. And we switch windows real quick at the blink of an eye. But I hope you like this. Kate, this one's for you.
Hello, I'm Mr. Red. We now will discourse, with no hint of remorse, of one remarkable horse. A horse is a horse, of course, and no one can talk to a horse, of course. That is, of course, unless the horse is the famous Mr. Red. Go right to the source and ask the horse. He'll give you an answer that you'll endorse. He's always on a steady course. Talk to Mr. Red. People yakety yak a streak and waste your time of day. But Mr. Ed will never speak unless he has something to say. Something to say. A horse is a horse, of course.
What?
And this one will talk till his voice is hoarse. You never heard of a talking horse? Now listen to this. I am Mr. A fabulous horse, a magical horse, a most remarkable horse.
We hope you enjoyed that. Did you have fun with that? Was that enjoyable, Kate? I can't take it. Don't pee your pants, Kate.
I gotta say, I know Pat's got a really low voice, but that was the best I've ever heard him.
God, yeah, I used to have a pretty low. I can hit a low note too. I had like 2.5, 3 octave range back when I was singing, and I missed it now. I'm lucky if I can squeak now. Everybody, guess what? Brother Pasta, Sister Fee, Sister Amber, and Sister Chanda have a new gig going, and it's going to be on HBO. And just
Of course
one,
it is.
yeah, of course it's going to be on HBO. But there it is. It's Nightmare Alley. What do you think of that? How was the audition for that?
Nightmare
It was
Alley.
Nightmare Alley.
That's how we're making our 50,000 a year, right?
Yeah, that's how we're making it. We're making our 50,000 a year, and I'm going to be doing a remake of Groundhog Day.
I got to tell you, you already did.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's my favorite part of that was when he got in the bathtub with a toaster. I mean, I fantasize about that one. That one's just wow. Love that movie. From what I heard
That's
was
an oldie but a goodie. I brought that back from last year.
yeah, that was one of the refaces we did back when we were
The original refaces.
yeah, we were doing the deep fakes. We started the deep fakes and fell in love with them, and we just can't get enough of them. So having a lot of fun. You want to read this?
Well, apparently Phil's ex-wife, Phyllis, who's now living in Florida, says that Phil is a compulsive liar. So 6 weeks of winter, who knows? Maybe
Yeah.
he's lying.
Yeah, I hope everybody sees Sister Linda made a mutual aid logo. I think I announced it last week, and I have put it to where I can float it around the deck here. See that? Isn't that cool how I can watermark it? Mutual aid. So just a little reminder, and we've got another beautiful card that Sister Linda made, and we will be showing that here shortly. What the hell is this?
Oh, so this is the beginning of our trucker section. Of course, we have to talk about the trucker convoy, what's been going on. And so this was the official statement. So everybody was going off, like, oh my God, they're keeping their GoFundMe, and they were going to donate it to Antifa BLM or something. And then they got pushed back, and no, they're just going to refund the money now. So this statement was made Friday night. And they did have lawyers actually fighting GoFundMe this whole time. They've got so many amazing professionals on board up there. If you watch any of their press conferences that the truckers are actually doing, they're well versed, they're well staffed. They've got people just championing for them. And GoFundMe is not going to get away with this. Not with the amount of people that are on board and the professionals that are helping them. Yeah. And that's why they had to backtrack on their shit. But we'll get into that. So this is the official statement that came out on Friday. Was it Thursday night? Maybe it was Thursday night.
Thursday night.
Our tribe. We are here out of love for our families, our communities, and our nation. These past 2 years, the COVID mandates have divided us. This protest began because of the federal government's restrictions on trucker freedoms. Our movement has grown in Canada and across the world because common people are tired of the mandates and restrictions in their lives that now seem to be doing more harm than good. As of today, Sweden, Denmark, UK, Norway, Finland, Ireland, and Switzerland have removed all COVID mandates and restrictions. We are therefore calling on all levels of government in Canada to end all COVID mandates and restrictions. We will continue our protest until we see a clear plan for their elimination. Premier Scott Moe of Saskatchewan has taken leadership in Canada in ending restrictions and mandates in that province. Hopefully, these words will turn into long-lasting action. So far, no one from the federal, provincial, or municipal government has spoken directly with us. Instead, they are using you, the media, to portray us as racists, misogynists, and even terrorists. As a woman with Métis heritage, a mother and a grandmother, I am offended. The reality is that members of this freedom movement are average, peace-loving, and law-abiding citizens from all walks of life who are fed up with being disrespected and bullied by our government. We continue to see additional Canadians coming to Ottawa every day for peaceful demonstrations. We want to thank the hundreds of residents of Ottawa who have stepped forward to show their support, providing accommodations, food, and just plain friendship to members of our convoy. This love of community is what Canada is all about. Let me assure the people of Ottawa that we have no intent to stay one day longer than necessary. Our departure will be based on the Prime Minister doing what is right, ending all mandates and restrictions on our freedoms. We also want to thank the thousands of people who have so generously donated to this protest to GoFundMe. Over the last 3 days, our accountants and lawyers have been working hard to deal with the legal details. This morning, our lawyers sent GoFundMe all the details that they have asked for. I am confident that GoFundMe now has all the information needed to immediately lift the suspension they put on our campaign. I am hoping to hear from GoFundMe soon so that we can get the money to the truckers and keep our protest for freedom moving forward. I will be providing regular updates. I want to thank all Canadians from the bottom of my heart for our quest to restore our freedoms.
I think it's pretty clear what they're doing, what they want. I mean, the videos that are coming out of the mutual aid that's happening is so amazing and heartwarming. And the professionals, they've got lawyers guilds up there supporting them, and they can dig in. They can be there for the long haul because the people are supporting them. Doesn't matter if GoFundMe took that money. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, but I don't want GoFundMe or any other entity to get away with that bullshit because
no, and they won't, because the way that these fucking corporations are set up is they have to go into arbitration.
Yeah, and there's an accounting for this. They can't get away with this.
They can't get away with this, and they won't. They're already all over it. I've watched lots of videos on it. They're all over GoFundMe. GoFundMe's gonna rue the day they did that shit.
I hope so. I hope they break it off in their eye socket because this shit's got to stop. The game's rigged against all of us, all of the working poor around the world, and it has been for decades. I'm just absolutely sick of it. Here's another clip. I think this is mine from Ottawa, or is this yours?
I think you brought this.
I think I brought this one. This is a good clip, but it's a good, clean, shows a good picture, everything. Well, wow. That doesn't look like a bunch of violent protesters.
No, the only time I've ever seen a more peaceful gathering in Canada is maybe one of the Tragically Hip concerts.
Yeah.
I mean, they have hockey freaking, rallies that are a hell of a lot more radical than this.
Yeah, and then you brought this. This one's kind of hard to see, everybody, but Chanda, tell us what's going on here.
Oh, it's worth a watch. So this happened last night. This is a bunch of police coming up on truckers, and I don't know exactly why they were, coming up on them, but the police realize that they're outmanned and they start backing up.
Back in the car. Back up. Let's go. Oh, no touch that. Hold the line, buddy. Hold the fucking line, buddy. Hold the fucking line. You're a fucking bitch without that uniform. You fucking bitch.
Watch when the camera swings around and see how many people are walking towards the cops. They're backing up.
Yeah, they are.
Look, they're scared. They're backing up. That's right. Yeah!
Look at that.
Yeah. I've been in a similar situation.
Yeah, right. Trudeau does.
At the DNC in Philly, we had the cops at a point where they were backing up, and there was probably, 500, maybe 1,000 of us all at one pressure point on the DNC's double layer fence security that they had around the fucking convention. Mm-hmm. And at that point, the cops started to walk back, and we're like, so then we're pushing them back. Like, look, they're falling back, and so we're gaining ground, right? So we're thinking, hey, we're being victorious. But what they were doing is they were sucking us into a trap. And so as soon as they got enough of us bottled into one little section, they opened up on us with pepper spray. So when I see cops backing up, my brain automatically says, okay, what the fuck are they doing? You know?
Well, that's what they did to Fee and Pasta and Johnny up in Portland too.
Yep,
Same
that's exactly
thing.
what they did to
and
them
they did
too.
it. It's called kettling. They did it in California, in Los Angeles too. We're onto that shit, and it's all about the numbers. You got to get the numbers out there and the support. Once you have thousands and thousands of people, and that big funeral up in New York, that was a lot of cops, but you just need to have tenfold just to say, hey, we're serious about this shit and it's got to stop. So
we had a police officer, a state patrol, murdered in my little town, and we had never seen anything like it. I mean, we had cops from 5 states over. They just descended on us, like, and one day we're like, well, what the fuck is going on? I mean, thousands came to town.
Yeah.
It was terrible.
Yeah, it's now there's going to be even more and more and more and more. And I'm not trivializing the.
Oh, yeah, because Biden went and told them last night that we got to give them more money, and, they need more funding, they need more support, and crime is on a rise. So we just got to dump all of our money into policing now.
Yeah, this one right here was from Sister Jilly. She brought this one. And
thanks, Jilly.
Thank you, Jilly. So we're going to fire this one up. It's showing all the rowdy, rambunctious people bringing the ruckus to the convoy, okay. And this guy
radicals.
Yeah, the radicals, the radicals. This guy finds them all.
So I've been here for 8 days. Sleeping in my pickup. I've been looking for these radicals that Trudeau's talking about. I think I might be getting close now. They're somewhere around here. I swear they're somewhere around here. All these people here, the radicals got to be here somewhere. Where could they be? Are they? Oh, look at this. They're throwing axes. Oh my God, we found them. Must be the radicals right here. Oh, look out. Look out, the radicals. Throwing axes. We're so violent now. We're so violent. Okay, all right. Well, hey, I think I see some more. Oh, there's the guy. He's the drummer. He's going to motivate everybody, all the radicals. Oh, no, here they go. They're training. They're training up. The radicals are training up. Yep. They're training up now. Oh, yeah. We're getting ready for you, Trudeau. Oh, yeah. Look out. We're coming. Yep. All them radicals. Oh, no. Oh, boy. Wow, look at them go, man. They're going to be so ready for you, Trudeau. Oh, look, we got another training ground over here. Let's go check this one out. Yep, come on. Look at them train up now. Yeah, oh yeah. Just in case, they have to jump over anything. Yep. Look at them train up. Look at them go. So yeah, I think I found all the radicals around here now. I think we're good to go. Okay, I need to get this video to the authorities or whatever. We know where to find them now. We'll go get this under control here. This is getting spinny. We don't want these people to get out of control. So we'll get this under control. I'm going to go hand this video off now. Talk to you later. Welcome to the frame.
What a rowdy bunch of people.
Yeah,
man.
that was cute.
Thank you, Jilly. That was.
I love how the inflatable bouncy houses always get busted out at anything Canadian.
Oh God, those damn bouncy houses are dangerous, man.
They are.
Read this year. I think there were 3 or 4 instances of kids being swept up in the air and get killed.
Yeah,
who knew?
In the air, yeah.
Yeah, that's freaking scary as hell. Anyway, we got JP here, and just a heads up. We're going to clip this again Monday in a different spot, but this is take the context with you. And you want me to just pull the lever, or do you want to? What do you want to do? Just
just pull the lever. It's about the man.
Yeah, it's pretty speaks for itself, and JP does a pretty good job here.
Good evening. Recently, the world's leading conspiracy theorists gathered in Washington, D.C. to stand up against the mandates. It was there that they, along with 40,000 freedom lovers, conspired to spread the worst kind of misinformation. truth, which has no place in our divisive narrative. That's why we work so tirelessly and fascistly to censor it. Who were the speakers? What did they say? And what impact did they have? Find all that out, plus have your mind controlled by us in tonight's special March Against the Mandates report. These extremists apparently want to make their own decisions about what they do with their bodies. This is alternative to allowing the FDA, which is controlled by the pharmaceutical industry and is in charge of regulating the pharmaceutical industry, to make their decisions for them about what they do with their bodies. Speaking on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial in the exact spot that Martin Luther King Jr. stood for civil rights, these freedom lovers sought to continue his stand for civil rights, only now on behalf of the entire human race. But freedom-replacing mandates go against the will of Satan and have no place in North Korea or Biden's America. So were the speakers successful? Let's find out. Kicking things off was comedian and freedom fighter J.P. Sears. Let's see what this far-right extremist had to say.
Right now, we're authoring the future for ourselves. We have pen in hand. We will be telling our grandchildren stories. We'll either be telling them stories about what freedom was or what mandates were.
What a loser. He obviously doesn't know what he's talking about. He wants to deprive his grandkids of government tyranny and mandates? Can we get him on AOC's blacklist? We need to indoctrinate him into communism. And here's Kevin Jenkins.
Do you understand 58 years ago we were standing in this square trying to unite the world to come together to fight against the tyranny of their time? Now that it's our time to fight against the tyranny of our time.
Fun fact, Mr. Jenkins made Biden's list of 12 biggest spreaders of misinformation online, which is a telltale sign he's doing really good work. Many media outlets have tried to discredit Kevin Jenkins by calling him a white supremacist.
That whole thing is great, and we're gonna bring more of it on Monday night. Yeah,
it's we'll probably have it in the Rockfin section because I don't trust YouTube after what they've been doing.
There's things we can't talk about on Saturday night.
Yeah, and honestly, he's bringing stuff that got our sister and brother kicked off for a week, and I don't know how he's staying up, and they got pulled down. Oh, yeah, that was bullshit. But they're back.
All of them.
Yeah, they got trumped on. They got trumped, not chumped. Let me see if I can get this over here. GoFundMe closes Freedom Convoy fundraiser after reports from police. Oh, really? After reports from police that they got scared and they peed their pants? This
it's insanity.
We're calling it Go Fuck Me. That's GoFuckMe.con. That's what we're gonna coin it now, and I don't blame anybody for using it, but what you have the site name that we could use an alternative.
Yeah,
right?
So if you do want to donate, and I looked just this afternoon, and they made a good, like maybe 20,000 with their new site. But anyways, it's givesendgo.com.
Givesendgo. Yeah, and the Christians like that one because it's sponsored by Christian charity.
Nonprofit.
Yeah. Well, that's I.
But as long as the money is collected and given to them in a timely manner, and when I say timely manner, I mean 7 business days. That money better be moving through to the truckers.
Yeah, sure the hell should. And GoFundMe, Go Fuck Me. On an online fundraising program has pulled the plug on a campaign that had collected more than $10 million for the Freedom Convoy, cutting off a major source of financial support for the demonstration that has choked the streets of the nation's capital for a week. That's Canada. GoFundMe made the announcement Friday that the fundraising page would be closed after concluding the protest by the truckers and their supporters in Ottawa became an occupation. So, what the fuck business is it of them? Is an occupation a bad thing or what? That's not their decision, is it?
That's not their, no.
Yeah, GoFundMe. These people wanted to donate to people in need, and they weren't breaking any laws that I'm aware of, were they?
No, they're trying. They try to say that they are, but they're not.
That's
and
bullshit.
They got the lawyers to prove it. They pushed back on it. Yeah. No, somebody has got their boot on GoFundMe and, putting the squash on them. You take your pick of what agency, but we all know what government they work for.
Yeah, shit. Yeah. And we've got a trucker convoy coming up here. Do you know when that's going to be?
Yes, I'm listening. I mean, we had one today that came through my town that just passed through for like 4 hours. So, I mean, we got little strike ones that are happening all over. But I know that there's a national one planned from coast to coast that's going to happen in March. I want to say the 1st of March.
Well, I got to tell you, these wildcat general strikes are the way to go. You have major ones.
They're popping up everywhere.
Gotta have them.
We got concrete workers striking right now, and it is causing chaos in Seattle.
Good. Sorry, but I'm on the side of the workers, the strikers, 99% of the time.
Yeah. No, 99% they want to go out. We're going to hurt, guys. I mean, if we want to demand what we deserve, it's going to hurt all of us, and we have to just suck it up and stand with them.
Yeah, and I was telling Chanda, honestly, and some people might not want to hear this, but they need to take down the supply chain for Amazon in a strike
absolutely.
Too. That would wake them the fuck up.
We're already so spoiled with push a button and it's at your door 12 hours later.
That's going to mean talking to the Teamsters. Going to have to get the Teamsters because they're the UPS guys. And that'll just make Bezos move faster on. Well,
no, the Amazon delivery drivers aren't union, are they?
No, they're
just Amazon.
They're just getting screwed. That's all. So, yeah. Meanwhile,
yet again, it'll come back down to the truckers. If the truckers aren't moving the goods to their distribution centers, then the shit doesn't get.
And yes, all it takes is some very people-oriented truckers to say no. And that'll make it happen. I mean, they're risking they're risking future employment, but we're going to have to support them too. That's about mutual aid and support. It just doesn't stop with one thing or another. You got to think about the whole picture, as our chats, for the most part, no. Now, in other parts of the world, Chanda, you want to preface this one before I kick it off?
I had to smile when I saw this. French protesters surrounding Pfizer headquarters with chants of assassins. And this is in France.
And they're not saying assassinate. They're calling this particular entity assassins, and you'll never guess who that is. Or will you? Pfizer.
And this is Dabu 7. You were looking at the French people coming out en masse, ticked off, thousands surrounding the headquarters of Pfizer. And they are chanting assassins, as you just heard. So the people are coming out en masse. For those wondering, what's happening in this country, maybe what's happening over here, or is anybody doing anything? Well, yeah, the whole world's up making moves. If you've been under a rock. In France, the people are ticked off. They're coming out the woodwork all over the place. This is why they are reversing course in many instances, because the people started to get organized and started going out after these places and after these people en masse. The only thing the governments can do is try to counter it with counter psyops, COINTELPRO, and to infiltrate. They'll try to scare everybody away from these movements, saying, oh, the government's tracking people, going to arrest you, and all the same tactics they've ever used before. But people just don't care anymore. Seen an amazing clip of a young man out of Washington, a high school in Washington yesterday, stand up for his rights with the whole class, saying none of them were wearing a mask. It's huge.
We're back.
Yeah, so that's just one example.
Now, this is just this one's masks and jab mandates. Is that what this one is, or what?
Well, yeah. I mean, come on. Let's stop breaking it down into mask mandates, jab mandates, vaccine passports. No, it's all one fucking thing, and it's an authoritarian overreach is what it is. And so I don't care what level you think you're fighting it on, it just all of it.
No,
The
that
line has to be drawn.
makes perfect sense, and I want you to hold that thought for when we get into the Randy Credico interview with Abby Martin and John
watched
Waters.
part of that today. I can't say I watched the whole thing. I kind of got a little
that's
tuned off and was like,
got me pissed off. I got to tell you. Anyway, you brought this. What's going on here?
So Jeff Bezos' new super yacht is so tall that it can't fit under the landmark Dutch bridge. So the bridge is going to be dismantled. So then the Dutch people decided, fuck this, and more than 1,000 Dutch residents plan to throw rotten eggs at Jeff Bezos' super yacht if it ends up forcing a historical bridge to be dismantled for it to pass through. So his boat will smell like rotten eggs.
So you're telling me that Bezos is powerful enough to make them take down a historical site in Holland?
Not just a historical site, a fucking bridge. Yeah.
Well, that's a pretty big historical site. Yeah. I hope they do more than just throw eggs. I hope they get there and force them to not take it down, to lock hands or tie themselves to the bridge or whatever it takes, So
Right.
I don't know. That's crazy. You bought this little meme.
I love that they're pushing back, though.
Yeah, I'm
Rotten
glad.
eggs.
People are slowly waking up. What the hell is this? Why is my ice cream licking picture ain't in there?
I can't afford to live. Please help in literally any way. We're bombing bad guys, Jack.
That's what he would say. But honestly, that's what that guy would say. He's terrible. Now you brought one of my favorite.
We got to talk about Mad Cow.
What the hell is your favorite?
Hype with her this week.
So what's the deal?
Meadow, to change projects, will be kept. She will keep focus on fiction. Yeah. Okay. She's been doing fiction for a long fucking time. So yeah, she's got a podcast and she's working on a film.
Yeah, she's working on a film. So
and the film is with somebody that who the fuck is it? You guys help me out. Who is the film with? It's
I don't know. Chat, save Chanda.
I will think of it. I want to say that it's somebody who was supposedly a progressive on the left, and it kind of was like nauseating to hear, but I could be wrong.
God, I'm hating labels. It's I can't even keep up with it anymore. By the way, he's a prick up there. That's from Brother Oz. This guy, this Eon Higgins is a prick.
Eon.
So just to let everybody know, we're not platforming necessarily.
Feeling the heat, Mad Cow.
Yeah.
No, I think she's a rat jumping ship. It's clear to see legacy media is fucking dying, and that's what's at the bottom of this Joe Rogan fucking shakeup.
It's a damn shame. The whole mess.
She's been called out for the Russiagate and fool that she is. I don't think she has a quarter of the credibility she had, say, even 5 or 6 years ago.
Not even close.
And so, yeah, it's time to reinvent herself, and that's what she's doing.
Yeah, she can go right ahead, and I'm sure that she'll have followers and a community that'll keep up with her, but it's bullshit. So this is you hit the switch. Is that what I'm doing?
Yeah, I'm
here?
trying to remember if this was a Matt Orfala.
I think so.
No, this is Meme the Left. They're
Meme
funny
the Left?
too.
Okay.
Though.
A vaccinated person gets exposed to the virus. The virus does not infect them. The virus cannot then use that person to go anywhere else. It cannot use a vaccinated person as a host to go get more people. Here's my home studio. As you can see, this time the reason that I'm here is that I have had a recent COVID exposure. I'm vaccinated and boosted. I have tested negative so far, but I was definitely exposed to somebody who is symptomatic and positive. So that means I cannot go to the studio and risk infecting any of my beloved coworkers. It cannot use a vaccinated person as a host to go get more people. So that means I cannot go to the studio and risk infecting any of my beloved coworkers.
Her beloved coworkers like Brian Williams.
Beloved
Yeah, something like-
coworkers, yeah. Yet again, her contradicting herself.
Yeah, I caught her in a rare moment of honesty here. That's if the clown face fits, wear it. That's all I can say.
It looks like Sherry O'Terry there.
I don't even know who Sherry O'Terry is.
She was a little firecracker that was on SNL in the early 2000s.
I quit watching them in the 90s. So
she was actually funny.
She was funny, huh?
Yeah, she was.
Okay. And you brought...
well, since we're talking about these shit bags and legacy media, of course, the big news this week was Jeff Zucker, having to resign from the head of CNN because of this secret affair he was having with a co-worker, a colleague. And I guess it's much deeper. From what I hear, Katie Couric actually spilled the beans on a lot of this shit in her new book. And it's been something that's been going on, her getting raises and promotions and, the jobs because of her relationship. I mean, it's so deep as they even lived in the same high-class apartment building together for years. And
oops.
Yeah, well, he got busted. So this is a great tribute by Project Veritas, because I got to say, shout out to Project Veritas. They've put the freaking heat on CNN the last 6 months. They just kept hitting them.
Yeah, after getting kicked down for some of their bullshit, which is good. I'm glad they're doing it. So
this is CNN, the most trusted name in news.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for being here with us today, for those of you who are just joining us and those of you who have stuck around.
And I recently learned on the president's Twitter feed that you will soon be resigning. What's the truth?
So I do have an announcement to make today. I'm not resigning.
CNN President Jeff Zucker has just resigned after disclosing a consensual relationship with a colleague.
I think you should let me run the country. You run CNN.
All right.
And if you did it well, your ratings
Well,
would
let me
be
ask
much
you,
better.
if I'm
Same. No, I don't give a I'll give a rat's ass what the hell you think.
What does your hat say?
Let's
so you
make
have
America great again.
This was the actual swab that was being used.
All right, here it is. The official re-entry from the basement, cleared by CDC. A little sweaty, just worked out. Happens.
no.
No, you won't answer?
No, I answered. The answer is no.
Hear me wrong. Kathy, what should I do?
Nipple, 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 nipple.
I'm a bad person today. I'm not selfish.
Air traffic controllers in Southeast Asia have lost contact with a jumbo jet carrying 239 people.
It was an accurate and humble assessment from CNN. Until they realized, we've got 23 hours and 59 minutes left to fill.
Like this is around 61, 62 meters end to end, 61, 62 side to sides.
You're telling them what a plane looks like? You could just tell 90% of your viewers, look out the airport window at the plane they're about to get on.
People have been asking about that, about black holes.
A small black hole would suck in our entire universe, so we know it's not that.
Now, apparently one of the pilots was locked out of the cockpit and couldn't open the door, which we believe looks something like this.
Thanks.
Let's just listen into the French national anthem for just a moment.
This is an apple.
I'm not going to give you a question.
Can you state
You are fake news.
Sir,
turn your camera off.
2019.
This is the best.
We started this quarter off at 2 points.
Oh my God. Oh, it's a host. Holy sh!
I'll tell you what, CNN should be ashamed of itself having you working for them.
Hi, Jeffrey.
Hello, Allison.
Masturbating. I didn't think I was on the call.
Well, should we move on to the news?
Sure, let's go.
Christine, Laura, what you're seeing behind me is one of multiple locations that have been burning in Kenosha, Wisconsin.
Kanye West is what happens when Negroes don't read.
Man-made extinctions haven't even happened before. I guess we hunted the dildos into extinction.
Oh, no. News you can trust, yeah.
The most trusted name in bullshit. That's the way they've been. I think they got the most trusted name in bullshit back when Wolf was held up in that hotel for 6 weeks or something. Back in the day, that's when they.
Back in the day.
Anyway, that was a great tribute. How are we doing out there? Everybody doing okay in the chats? I think we didn't
hanging in there.
Yeah. Well. Oh, wow. We've got 780 in Rockfin, and we've got 5,000 in YouTube. That's terrific. Thank you, guys.
You guys rock.
You guys rock, man. It's great.
Rock at the rock.
Now, you brought us a United spot. What's going on
I
with
have
this?
a couple of United spots on the deck because they really kicked it up this week, and these are hilarious.
All right. Let's hear the first one.
All right, Joe, we're going live in 3,
Oh, God.
2... What? Joe, we're going live. All right. We're going live in 3, 2, 1. What? Joe! What? Read from the teleprompter. All right. See, my fellow, what's that word? Americans. What? Americans. My fellow, I wear depends. Governor Newsom. That's my name. Don't wear it out. You were seen in public without a mask on. Again. Yeah? So? Well, how come you get to do it, but nobody else can? Because when I take my mask off, I don't inhale. Oh my gosh, neither do I. Do you take your mask off for pictures? Of course I do. Did we just become best friends? Yep. What number am I thinking of? Jinx, you owe me a Coke.
Well, this sucks. What are we going to do now?
I know what we can do. Oh, can I watch?
Oh, Don, shut up! Now's not the time, Jeffrey.
Oh, it's the perfect time. Oh, yeah, it's the perfect time.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Would you guys shut up? Hey, you can't talk to us like that. You're not the boss anymore.
Yeah.
This is karma, Jeff. You ruined my life. You ruined my life, too. This isn't my fault.
Jeff, don't tell him about us.
I'm not. It's his Trump's fault, okay?
Ooh, that was a close one.
You what? Trump was the reason I got fired.
Yeah, Trump made me do that on Zoom. Yeah, he made me do it too. It's all Trump's fault.
Trump made me hold up his head with ketchup on it. Trump is the reason that CNN is a predator-protecting machine. Yes! Not me.
That was pretty terrible.
That was pretty terrible.
Oh, my God.
Always terrible.
It's always terrible. Always terrible. This was, I really like this. You want to tell us about this?
Well, Susan Sarandon had to do a little Maricoping for a meme that she shared this week.
Facing intense backlash, actress Susan Sarandon is apologizing today for the shocking tweet she posted following the funeral of a fallen New York City cop. So if all these cops weren't needed for crime that day, doesn't that mean they aren't needed any day? The Sea of Blue image was from the funeral of Officer Jason Rivera, who was slain in Harlem, responding to a domestic dispute, along with his partner, Wilbert Mora. There was outrage from police. Of all the days for Susan Sarandon to share her true feelings towards police, she picks the day we bury our fallen brother to make such inflammatory and brainless comments.
Cops.
Reacting to the fury, the Oscar-winning actress today says, "I deeply regret the meme I recently shared on Twitter. I reacted quickly to the picture without connecting it to a police funeral, and I realize now how insensitive and deeply disrespectful it was to make that point at that time. I sincerely apologize to the family of Officers Rivera and Mora for causing additional pain during their time of grieving."
Now that's how you apologize for when you make a mistake. Yeah. That's how you do it. As simple as that. How come these other fucktards can't apologize when they do that? You know, I mean, I think that we've seen this happen with a few of our sisters and brothers where they have made a mistake and they have publicly apologized. You know?
Yeah. I mean, I don't even know if Joe Rogan made it on the deck tonight just because that's all we've talked about for a week and a half. But of course, he had a new freaking scandal breaking last night and this morning that involved the N word that was taken out of context. The clips were that
edited.
they put out.
Yeah, they were edited.
With.
Yeah, they were heavily edited. Yeah.
Right. And so, yeah, I mean, we live in a time now where your words can always be miscued. And, you know, Susan did great for apologizing. She shared a meme. How many of us have seen a meme? Haha, that's funny. You hit the share button. You don't even think about it till all of a sudden that you're getting a ton of comments and it's blowing up and you're like, oh shit, what did I miss in this? I've done it many times, you know, like you missed something in the picture or you missed a double entendre on the meeting or something, you know, like this happens in the world we live in. And is it cancel worthy? No, it's not fucking cancel.
No, it's not. And they're going to push it for
and
as much as they can get out of it.
A bunch of us hate pigs and that's just the way it is.
Well, here's the other thing, too. I think Sister Fee and Brother P brought this up again. You know, there's a time and a place, but you don't apologize when you're not wrong. And
and too many are apologizing.
Yeah, yes. Too many are apologizing for for people who are fake sensitivity on bullshit. Now, this, I believe Susan Sarandon was absolutely right in her apology. Absolutely.
Well, poor cops, boo-hoo. You know, these guys have no fucking spine. I'm so tired of listening to the police cry. That's all we hear. I remember, what was it, last year when we brought the head of the police union in New York? What a big fucking ball baby.
Yeah, I know. It's all projective.
Defamed
it's performative horseshit. So
it's total performative horseshit. You want us to respect you? Earn the respect.
Earn it. I love this because it just sums it up once again. New York Times et al. U.S. oligarchy controlled media. And if you think the CIA and the operations of some of these stealth 3-letter organizations don't have their fingers up the ass of all these places, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, CAA,
Hollywood. That's Hollywood. Yeah. Once again, we call it Hollywood weird, but I think we should call it something a little bit worse than just weird, because they are accomplices in propagandizing and lying to the public.
So no, they are the government arm of propaganda. They always have been. We're just starting to realize it.
Yeah, people are finally waking up. So anyway, you brought your favorite actress, didn't you? What the hell?
Oh, you know what? I think I meant to cut this one, but you can still play it. It kind of just breaks down the Whoopi thing.
Okay, I'll play it real quick. We'll just go.
I don't think it's long. 39 seconds, yeah.
Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I'm Andy Signor. In a surprise move, ABC has suspended Whoopi Goldberg from The View, but it's for 2 weeks. Now, let's be honest. This is basically a 2-week paid vacation for Whoopi Goldberg, because I don't think they're going to deduct the 2 weeks she took off from her pay like they would any other employer would do for us. No, she's a contracted salary. I'm sure she's just going to take 2 weeks off. She's going to learn about how to be a better person. Look, honestly, I'm surprised they did anything. So I think this is at least something to try to beat the hypocrisy of the fact that they don't do this for people on the right side of.
Can you learn to be a better person? Really? Is that something that you learn?
No, she's not going to learn anything from this. And like he says, she's not like she would fill the money missing if they did take it from her, but they're not going to take any money from her. This is to pacify the masses. That's all this is. This is a pacifier.
Well, I think
we punished her.
Yeah, I think everybody or most people got what she was trying to say, but she articulated it in such a shitty way. Whichever side of that point you're on, she fucked herself up on that one on national television, and it's just the way it is. Is this the actual Whoopi statement here, or what is this?
No, this is United Spot's take on it, and it was so funny I had to bring it.
All right, let's give it a ring. United Spot number 2.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the pool, where we can do and say whatever we want to.
Hey, is it lunchtime yet? Yours sound good.
Attention, everybody. Whoopi had something to say.
Hi, I'm Whoopi. You might remember me saying something the other day, and I heard you. I heard what you're saying. But I'm going to sweep it under the rug with the rest of my comments, and I'm just going to move on.
Whoopi, don't you dare apologize. We're the pool. We can say whatever we want.
You know, baseball isn't about who hits a home run. Football ain't about who gets a touchdown. And basketball ain't about getting the ball in a hole. So is it lunchtime yet or what?
Poor Whoopi. I feel so bad for you. You're the victim here.
Actually, my real name is Karen Johnson.
If your name is Karen, why am I calling you Whoopi?
Well, I get real gassy up here, and I don't like to hold them in, so I just let them go.
So that smell I've been smelling this whole time is you? You've been farting up here?
Yeah, I fought a lot. I've always fought, because I don't like to hold them in.
I like to fart too. I'm always farting. I love to fart. I actually farted the whole time you were talking.
And now, introducing Nancy and the Dreamers. Somebody's brain is really far away. Every time he talks, you all get dumber. The teleprompter tells him what he wants to say. As he sniffs a girl 60 years younger, he just wants to lie to you tonight. Yeah. He don't want to tell the truth tonight. Yeah. So he's got 81 million fans. That's the truth. And he likes to read from his note cards. Yep. You know he won't do a damn thing for you. Nope. He only wants to keep Hunter out of trouble. That's right. He just wants to lie to you tonight. He don't want to tell the truth tonight.
Wow, that was amazing. It made me totally forget about everything that Whoopi said the other day.
I was on Star Trek.
And your last name is Goldberg.
That's right. I'm one of you. So don't be canceling me because of something that Joe Rogan believes in. I'm not Roseanne. I can't be canceled. I'm on the poo. I say whatever I want to say and then sweep it under the rug. Good night, peasants.
Good night, peasants.
Good night, peasants.
Oh God, those guys are terrible.
They are terrible.
Anyway, I picked this up today from Sister Kathy Copeland Padden. She nails it all the time. And ABC Politics, News Politics, President Biden thanks Senate GOP leader McConnell for being my friend during the National Prayer Breakfast. Prayer breakfast. Mitch, I don't want to hurt your reputation, but we really are friends. You've always done exactly what you said. You're a man of your word and a man of honor. Has he said that about Bernie? I don't think so. Bernie has said that my friend
Bernie's
Joe.
Just his friend, yeah.
Just his friend.
Not reciprocated. I don't see why Bernie doesn't understand that.
Anyway, Kathy Copeland Padden, and I agree with her 1,000%. Sniffy McGropey can fuck all the way off. And if you think we're kidding, give this a listen and tell me how much you enjoy what he's saying.
Mitch, I don't want to hurt your reputation, but we really are friends.
Yeah, you are.
And that is not an epiphany we're having here at the moment. You've always done exactly what you've said. You're a man of
on the same side.
And you're a man of honor. Thank you for being my friend.
Yeah, they're on the same damn side, and it really nauseates me.
They play for Team Corporate fucking credit card.
Duopoly, yeah, it's the same thing. Yeah. And again, I'll apologize for any of our international viewers, all 5 billion of them.
Yeah, Chris Foster, we see you.
We can't. This guy is probably going to be one of the most useless presidents in history, at least useless to the public. But he's nothing.
Yeah, I mean, people thought that we would look back at Trump and think of how terrible he was, but really, no.
Worst presidents ever. Clinton and Obama are in a tie for first.
Biden's coming in.
Coming in right behind him. Then you can say what you want about the Trumpster and the Bushes and everything else, but Obama and Clinton.
Reagan.
Yeah, right. Reagan.
Nixon.
Yeah.
I mean, Nixon was the worst president we had for most of our lives, right?
Yeah, that's what they tell me. Right. I don't believe it anymore. These guys are something. Now
that's what these guys will tell you.
Yeah. Now this one. Who's your favorite?
David Dole's my favorite.
David Dole, right there on the end. Pretty boy. He's on the end. He's checking his watch to see when his next date is.
Hanging out with Mikey.
Yeah. Mikey.
Peter.
Yeah. Damn it, Mike. Damn it, Mikey. I'm so disappointed. Mikey, like I said, I believe Mikey is truly a nice guy at the core, but man, has he been so wrong lately. And of course, there's the sheep herder back there in his boxers with
Mr. Sanders himself.
Mr. Sanders himself, and there's Chunk down there. Who's that guy behind Chunk?
I don't know who that is.
I
Who
can't
is that?
tell.
You guys tell us who that is.
Yeah, can you see it? Is it big enough? I don't know if you can see it.
I can't see it.
I can't see it either. But I thought that was nice. I picked that up somewhere this week, and it was. I guess having this mic here as my voice doesn't
apparently
go away.
Vosh canceled himself. Got himself canceled this week. That guy should have been canceled a year ago. He's a spook at best. At
best.
Crude. Disgusting, vile. I mean, the shit that's come out of his mouth is just.
Yeah, I know. He's on what's that Harmon guy's name from Morty and whatever, Rick and Morty. Dan Harmon. Yeah.
Dan Harmon.
Yeah.
Oh, don't even get me fired up on Dan Harmon. That sick motherfucker.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
That's the only thing I got to say.
Shanda, you brought my cell phone here. That's my cell phone. What the hell?
Neil Young fans trying to delete Spotify. That's hilarious.
Yeah, I like that shirt. Killing Freedom only took one little prick. I love that. This is a keeper. I'm not going to delete this. I'm going to save this one.
Did you really have that phone? You really had that phone, didn't you?
No, I had the next generation of that phone.
The next gen. Yeah, I had the next gen after that.
Yeah, I had the one after that. That one I hear really caused a lot of cancer because it was.
I knew. I mean, my mother-in-law had one. You know, we used them, but.
Yeah, no, I had the next generation, and I hardly used it at the time.
Well, shit, it cost you like $150 to make a fucking call for 2 minutes or something.
Yeah, it was like they ramped that up. But you know what I used a lot was my damn beeper. I used my beeper all the time. That was useful. I wish they'd bring those back. I'm tired of smartphones. You know,
I know.
Can they track you with a beeper? Can they track you? They can track you with anything. Okay,
but that was all analog back then. As soon as we went digital, we didn't need them anymore.
Oh my God, what's this? You brought this.
Hey guys, look who's loving the Ukraine news. Lockheed Martin.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Little bit
of a spike.
Yeah. Shout out to Adam Smith.
Maybe we need to flatten that curve.
Yeah, Washington State Adam Smith, who's the head of the Arms Committee, whatever funding. He's probably doing the same thing. He's probably tubing it. He's probably tubing it.
Not just Lockheed Martin, all of those.
Raytheon, all those fuckers.
Yeah. Honeywell, shit. Just even the ones you don't think of are building shit for the military.
Yeah. Did I cut this? I think I did. Let's see.
Yeah, it's cut.
It's cut. Okay. This came out this morning, and believe me, I could have let it go and go and go. This was a gift that kept on giving. This was really good.
Awesome.
Nancy Pelosi wants to extend her 30-year run as a politician, and what has she done not to deserve it? Nothing is the answer. What? Oh, God, you're not going to like this. Hello there, you 4.8 million glorious, shimmering souls awakening to the moment right now, changing, letting go of doubt, and breathing in new freedom. Let's have a look what's going on in American politics. Nancy Pelosi's made a kind of a video for re-election. Apparently, from the set of Mrs. Doubtfire. Let's see what she's been up to.
Hello, it's Nancy.
I was wondering.
Thank you for the opportunity to share some thoughts with you.
What thoughts I would like is, could you tell me what to invest my money in? Because you seem to have a good steer on that stuff.
Our volunteers in politics.
Volunteers in politics also stands for VIP, perhaps a more recognisable, significant and telling acronym.
Thank you for being a constant source of new, fresh ideas and political activism to help Democrats deliver and to defend democracy.
And also to make a tiny little profit with insider trading. Let's just go back into that for a moment. Members of Congress tend to be far wealthier than the general population. What a coincidence. And it's common practice for many of them to own and trade chunks of the very economy they're tasked with managing and overseeing. That's mental, isn't it? You can't be regulating something, then profiting from the type of regulation it receives. Can you? Yes. At just over $46 million in net worth, Pelosi is herself among the richest members of Congress. When someone's that rich and they're involved in sort of doing the regulating and everything, that's the first thing I want to hear about. I don't want to hear any like, you know, I really value your opinions and your thoughts, and if you're sitting over there, that's where Mrs. Doubtfire lived. I'm not interested. Ranked 15th overall, thanks in part to her husband's holdings in the likes of Slack, Tesla, Disney, Visa, Salesforce, PayPal, Alphabet, Facebook, and Netflix, all of them major corporations that spend untold millions every year to lobby the government. I see how this works. It's a circle of life.
Thank you for giving me the privilege to represent our city and our San Francisco values in the Congress.
What
Human
brooch
rights,
is she wearing?
Justice, LGBTQ equality, respect for
Isn't it a
immigrants,
salamander?
for each other.
Looks like a lizard.
Yeah, that would make
Tesla,
sense.
Disney, Visa, Salesforce, PayPal, Alphabet, Facebook. That's politics in a microcosm there. Up front, we're helping vulnerable people. We care about vulnerable people. Out back.
Yeah, you're out back.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a good one. God, can you believe she's fucking running again?
No, I can't.
These people never die. Don't tell me adrenochrome's not real. Something's keeping them alive because the rest of us, ages 14 to 60, are dropping dead at an alarming 40% jump in rates since last year.
What the hell? I wonder what that is.
Diesel, yeah, I don't know.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You brought this. I thought this was nice.
My favorite poet, Charles Bukowski. How in the hell can a man enjoy being awakened at 6:30 a.m. by an alarm clock, leap out of bed, dress, force feed, shit, piss, brush their teeth and hair, and fight traffic to get to a place where essentially they're made lots of money for somebody else and we're asked to be grateful for the opportunity to do so?
Yeah, I would say that's pretty right on. So you got your evil cousin there, AOC, up above you.
Oh, the only waitress to bring nothing to the table. Yeah, that's what it says.
Brings nothing to the table except bullshit rhetoric. And they are starting to sport this. I don't know. Have you ever heard this before? We support Medicare for all. We support universal health care. Is there an election cycle coming up or something?
Yeah, they say that every election cycle and have since the first time I voted in 1992. So get ready, here it comes.
God, talk about
the bullshit.
Crypt Keeper. I'm gonna have to get one of those memes that's got the skeleton sitting on the park bench waiting for healthcare to come again. So what the hell?
What a minimum wage raise. I mean, come on, take your pick.
Oh my God, it's crazy.
This is a new medley from Matt Orfala. This is great. This dropped a couple of days ago.
All right, Matt, way to go.
Biden officials now believe COVID lab leak theory.
A lab leak or a mistake, that was never discarded.
Ready, Ted? Ready, Bill? Let's go back into history.
Fauci dismisses lab as source of virus. Ignore the conspiracy theories.
The conspiracy that coronavirus was man-made in a lab in Wuhan, China.
There is no reason to believe any of these conspiracy theories that it was leaked from the lab.
A theory that's almost certainly not true.
A conspiracy theory that the coronavirus originated inside a lab in China.
Like it was a conspiracy of some kind.
Lab wasn't source of virus. You can draw a line through it and say that it didn't happen. We know it didn't.
The Wuhan lab conspiracy theory.
Debunked conspiracy theory.
The fringe theory that the virus came from a lab in Wuhan, China.
Scientists debunk lab theory.
The conspiracy theory about COVID coming from a lab in Wuhan.
Oh my God, coronavirus came from Wuhan.
A conspiracy theory.
Outright ridiculous conspiracy theories.
Debunked bunk 'em.
Scientists know. Experts have more than enough evidence to show. Pants on fire. Lab conspiracy theories debunked. Put it in the conspiracy theory bucket.
One of the biggest crises out there now is the false information being circulated on social media about the virus. But the virus happened when our regular coronavirus married this other virus, made children, and then the rest is history. And I can tell you for sure it was not manufactured in a lab.
Lab leak conspiracy theory.
The conspiracy theory to foment xenophobia.
Very destructive conspiracy theory. Conspiracists pushing misinformation. Conspiracy theories.
A flurry of conspiracy theories.
Prejudiced lab conspiracy theories.
These conspiracy theories damage our real world.
We don't need to invoke conspiracy theories.
The theory is bunk.
The idea that this escaped from the lab is pure baloney.
Complete baloney. Widely debunked.
Conspiracy theories run rampant.
Conspiracy theories that it somehow escaped the lab that was in Wuhan. I think that's unlikely.
Scientists rule out the idea.
Scientists condemning conspiracy theories.
This conspiracy theory that the coronavirus originated in a lab.
Conspiracy theories on the origins of the virus in the Wuhan lab, which of course are unfounded.
A conspiracy theory that the coronavirus came from a lab.
It's another false claim.
The Wuhan, China lab at the center of conspiracy theories.
At the center of conspiracy theories.
The target of conspiracy theories.
The focus of conspiracies.
The lab in Wuhan, China, that's been an object of conspiracy theories.
At the center of conspiracy theories.
Conspiracy theories.
The Wuhan lab responding to conspiracy theories.
There's no way that it could be leaked from the lab.
So you're 100% confident there was no leak, no accident?
I'm confident there's no leak.
100%.
100%.
Wow. That's good enough for me.
That's Sherry O'Terry.
Yeah. And Dabney Coleman. That was great. That was great. So, conspiracy theory. Haven't they been talking about this for the last few weeks about how what was said 6 months ago is now actually the truth?
Everything. I mean, come on. I mean, we got to be careful because we're on YouTube, but we told you guys the truth from day one, where the real scientists that know this shit said it came from, not just some fucking pseudoscientists sitting on some of their board that,
Yeah, there were a few of us out there that's doubled down on that because,
we did.
And I credit our sisters and brothers who stuck with it and have been taking shit ever since. Are they going to get an apology? No.
Nobody. No. And it's that way. I mean, come on, masks. We're still playing the fucking game with the masks.
I know. Sister.
Are you serious? They don't work. They do work. They don't work. Oh, well, here we have a surplus. So these ones are the ones that you got to wear now.
No, they work perfectly well for me because they hide my ugly face. Nobody has a stroke. Right. That's it.
Everybody can't see you're growling at them.
Yeah. Or going, sticking my tongue out. What is this?
So this is a couple of local clips from Seattle area. Where am I? Oh yeah, here we go. So this is lawmakers want to change the definition of shoplifting. You and I both worked in big box stores and retail, and somebody has to leave the premises with the merchandise in order to be, charged with shoplifting nowadays in the way that it's defined, but they want to change that.
All right, let's give it a listen.
That is not the only type of crime that lawmakers are addressing. They want to change the definition of shoplifting. Right now, a shoplifter would only be guilty of shoplifting once they left the business that they're stealing from. Under the new proposal, a shoplifter would be breaking the law the moment they put an item in their pocket or otherwise conceal it with the intent of stealing it. Lawmakers plan to vote on that bill soon.
What do you think of that?
So there you go. Yeah, if you just put it in your pocket or drop it in your bag, which, I was at Walmart yesterday and there was somebody doing exactly that. I don't say shit. It ain't my job to do their loss prevention, but...
Yeah, I was involved.
I think that gives them more opportunity to have physicalities with customers, especially in nowadays, So these people aren't trained to physically take somebody on and subdue them. I think it raises a super liability risk for all of these businesses because one criminal gets hurt by some overzealous store fucking manager and they're going to sue the shit out of them.
Yeah, and the key word is there, criminal gets hurt. I'm not for this at all. They should leave it the way it is and we get them out of the store because these days people are losing their shit and you don't know what they have on them.
Pulls a gun out.
Yeah, start shooting everybody inside the store. Are you kidding me?
Rent-a-cop.
Yeah,
exactly.
I and there's other reasons too. I was involved in loss prevention and theft, back in my role, but at one point I decided that's not my job either.
Yeah,
so anyway, I missed this one. I brought it back. What is this?
This one, I've seen a lot of new construction going on in my area. And yeah, we're booming. We have been booming for 20 years. But I have to ask myself, what the hell? I used to work for a contractor. I know how bidding goes. They bid these lumber packages 2 years ago, 3 years ago when they're drawing up the plans. Lumber has jumped so much.
Oh, yeah, it's horrible.
How are people affording to continue to go forward in the middle of these building projects? I just don't get it.
Yeah, well, let's kick it over and see what they got to say.
The cost of doing business has hammered home builders in recent years. The price tag for everything is higher. Wood, gypsum, steel, labor, all of it way up. Costs they have to pass on to buyers, even pushing some out of the market. Joseph Irons builds new homes and works on renovation projects.
The cost of materials have definitely delayed some construction projects. Prices always go up, but this project, for example, when we had the material quote when we planned in 2019 was about 30 grand in materials. 2020 it went to about 100 grand in lumber.
The price of imported lumber sits at record levels. The Building Industry Association of Washington says the average new home price here is $522,000. And according to their numbers, for every $1,000 increase in the cost of a house, you price out about 2,500 buyers. They've turned to the legislature for help.
So we're asking legislators to consider the cost of new regulations and impacts and the supply chain issues when they're adding new regulations to building.
So here are 4 bills proposed in this legislative session that home builders believe might make things easier for builders and buyers. One is a bipartisan bill to allow more people to pursue careers in construction and provide more labor for the workforce. 3 others deal with streamlining the process for permits and regulatory requirements.
You want to explain that to me?
It's not going to help.
No, it's not going to help.
The bottom line is you have all these homes, they $500,000 for average home now, but people can't afford to not only buy, I mean, a $70,000 jump in your lumber package in less than a year. I mean, it's just going to be to where we're priced out, and right, you're not going to own anything. You're going to be happy renting. But are you going to be happy renting? Because how do you afford that level of rent? I saw for $1,200, basically a corner of a garage that had a utility tub and a toilet next to the bed for $1,200 in my crap little town. I mean, that's not even obtainable for people on Social Security anymore. So
for rent?
For rent. That's where we're at, because this is all rolling down hills and everything lands on the poorest among us. So, I mean, okay, medium level, they can't afford the nicer next step house up. They're forced down to the next level. It just all rolls downhill. And we wonder why we have such a homeless problem. We're taking homes.
It's not going to get any better. Well, that's the goal. These capital management companies are taking up everything. So,
yep.
Anyway, you brought this. Is this a new series or what?
If the Golden Girls aired in 2022, come on, you know it's true.
I know, and that's.
But B. Arthur looks great.
Did you? God. Wow. I like the milk carton.
Yeah, I think that's a leftover from last week. Yeah, it hasn't been seen since Convoy went international and inspired millions around the world.
Yeah, no, that's really, really good. This one is, what is this?
This one made me giggle this week. Okay, so the 80s on Netflix versus 80s in reality. And it's a McDonald's brown ashtray. Come on, we all remember those McDonald's ashtrays. They have the little tin ones too. And I love this tweet back. Cora Cream says, as a very old person, I feel qualified to say that the most modern media set in the 80s fails to capture how fucking brown everything was.
Yeah, that's it. That glass.
Too.
Yeah,
God, brown and orange.
Honestly, what I remember back, and it was the 70s. Remember, you used to go through
green, avocado green.
Yeah. Well, remember, you'd go through the Shell gas station and you'd get a Coke glass, the goblet Coke glass. That was the big deal back in the 70s, is to get that goblet.
Yeah, I remember
Coke.
The grocery stores used to do
it wasn't just the Shell station. Yeah, and it's like they do. What do they do? What do the Safeway does? They're having the Monopoly bingo all the time now, which is
which sucks. I never win crap. You know how many years I've driven those things home,
and it's such a waste because you get all those little tabs and none of them work, and it's just garbage, and it's terrible.
I had to use glue on mine.
Yeah, I tell you.
I did play a couple times.
Now this is kind of a serious story here that I brought
this morning.
This was tough, and I was gonna bring it Monday, but I think this is gonna get some legs on it, and I kind of wanted us to bring.
I think so too.
Bring something ahead of the pack this time, since we don't come on at 10 a.m. Pacific anymore. But this was Randy Credico's Live on the Fly, and I'm just going to play it before I start hacking away at it. Not happy at all. Oh, shit. Did it again. Did it again. I'm glad that I can get it back.
Turn it up. Can't hear it.
Ruling us by us obsessing is China, where this pandemic started. You know, it doesn't matter if it was in a lab or a meat market or whatever it was. We can all agree that it started in Wuhan in China. Okay, how many deaths have there been in China? Oh, let's take a wild guess. Maybe what? A couple of million? It's a huge country. No, 5,000. And how many have there been in the United States of America? 900,000. How did that happen? They have a healthcare system, you fucking morons. That's how it happens. They look after their people.
Death and mass suffering is just such a normalized thing here. Like, people have just accepted this. I mean, when this started, I was like, okay, now there's no way that we're going to accept this further degradation of society. We're going to have to rise up. We're going to have to call for the need for healthcare, all this stuff. And then here 2 years later, Biden's doing almost less than Trump. I mean, he threw us a bone with those 4 fucking tests. And now they're just saying, everyone get back to work. I mean, we all know that quote, like, how is society should be looked at how it treats its most vulnerable people. And well, there's no better picture of how dark and dystopian American society is with what they are doing with the vulnerable people in this pandemic, letting them to suffer and die.
It's funny though, isn't it, that the anti-vaxxers, whoever they are, and I'm not sure that I know any. Well, actually, I know 1 or 2. But they figured out this thing of, we demand the freedom to die. You know, what? And weirdly enough, the Rush Limbaugh people, or who they were, I don't know if he died, but a number of them who were like crazed anti-vaxxers then died. And on their deathbed, they go, oh, what's wrong?
That's like Joel Brenner when he died.
Preachers in Texas going, God will protect us. My congregation must be allowed to worship free of masks and mandates, and they all go and they all die, and then they go, whoops. Wow, we do know the science is really worked out. And if you read it and if you actually do it, rather than just going on the net and believing anything that any crazy, just look at the actual facts about vaccination, how it works, what it is.
If you say if the government does anything to curb this pandemic, it's going to be seen as a sign of authoritarianism. Like, literally, I mean, look at how much gun violence, how many mass shootings, and they have just learned like they can't touch the Second Amendment because we worship guns. And so it's really like this notion of freedom has come to define this weird warped ideal of what American society should be, that Americans are just like, you literally cannot impose anything.
Otherwise, so keep the Wild West, really.
Masks were tyranny. They said masks were tyranny. This is a public health measure that's been around since the fucking Spanish flu.
Right. Because the American flu, by the way, they call it the Spanish flu.
So we want to live. We want to live in High Noon and Shane, really. Yeah. We want to live in the Wild West, where the gun is everything, and and so the sharpshooter is a hero, actually, because Shane, have a nice, he might have been.
What's wrong, Jelly?
Jelly lives in her shed.
What I want to do here.
Oh my fucking God.
Listen,
Jimmy goes, Abby is useless.
I was over at Burbis's stream earlier today, and he was going through the podcast that Rogan had taken down, and Abby Martin was one of them. And everybody in the chat's like, oh, I like Abby. And I type in there, yeah, but she's toting the vaccine mandate line. Like, I get it, the fear. She's a new mom. She's a new mom. I would probably have my doors locked and be killing anybody for the last 2 years that came near my new baby, especially with your first one.
I'll probably, I get
and
it.
Roger, he's old. I get it. He's old. He doesn't want to die. He's got the money. He's got the clout.
Me neither. I don't have the money though. I don't.
Right.
Yeah, I just.
It's fear though. It's fear. It's awful. It is awful, isn't it, guys? Yeah, to see some of our heavy hitters hitting for the other team.
For starting off so strongly about, pushing for a universal healthcare system, to fail so bad in the end of that, it's like, Jesus Christ. And by the way, Randy Credico, you need an engineer, buddy. You gotta have an engineer. You're cutting everybody's heads off and their faces, and you're not listening to what they're saying. You're cutting them off. So anyway, that's a shout out for engineers. But that whole clip led to something else that happened today. And Mike Preisner, which is Abby Martin's partner, got into a little dust-up with Sister Fiorella. And he said, why do you lie to people that the best way to protect against is to catch while it's really a dangerous lie. We're witnessing a catastrophic death toll in part due to the propagation of that lie. And don't you feel bad at all? I got so fucking pissed when I read this. So pissed. I go, looks like someone's lying here. It's not Fiorella. I have respected much of the work your team has done, but this condescending, do you feel bad at all? Crap is classless. And believe me, I didn't stop with that. But you know what? This is where I go back to force the vote, and the jab thing has really separated the people who are eager to learn, to follow things, and to ask for accountability, and to call out authoritarian shit. And when Abby in that clip starts throwing the authoritarian shit about our government, anytime the government tries to do something good in an authoritarian way, is that good, Abby? Yeah. How do you know?
What can you name me one thing that the government's done well? That we would. I'm at a point now where I'm not going to talk about universal health care any longer, because until we can fix this tyrannical government that's out of fucking control with the corporate overreach, there's no way we'll ever get it. We'll just get some,
it will be structured to where we'll have to jump through the hoops to get it. Believe me, we're not against...
It'd be a eugenics program is what it would fucking turn into.
We're not against universal health care. As a matter of fact, we want it. But under the situation we have now, are you fucking kidding me? I mean, they're trying to get us into another goddamn war, and they're trying to make us take things and do things that...
Vaccine passports, baby. That's
this isn't there's no debate, Abby. This is authoritarian overreach.
Yeah, I don't know. Why is it okay?
And I don't like to do battle, but I just couldn't stand it because I
normally support Abby and everything that she's worked on in the past. She's done amazing work, especially
but this just blew my shit away. And Roger Waters, hey man, give Zuckerberg the Fuckerberg. Yeah, great. Yeah. But this is another case where, most of these type of high-profile individuals who have done a lot of good shit, they're riding their egos into a discussion they have no business being in. They're as qualified to talk about this shit as I am. So fuck off.
Well, how many doctors has Abby or Roger talked to?
None that I know
sat
of.
Down with and done interviews.
None.
Us and Fee have been on the ground interviewing doctors for months and months and months. I mean,
our sisters and brothers have been doing this for a long damn time. And if it's not with this, it's with election integrity. And to see these types of people shit on people who are actually out there trying to do good.
Don't you feel bad? Don't you feel bad?
Don't you feel bad? I mean, my God, I respect the work they've done in Palestine and all over the place. But Jesus Christ, you don't. And we had a problem with Aaron Matei. He's great on the Russiagate.
Chris Hedges.
Great on certain stuff, but that just it pisses me off because Fiorella's out there just trying to do a good thing, and she's really watches how she articulates her views. And I'm fucking biased. I work with them closely because you know what, gang? The Convo Couch is one of the few of our sisters and brothers that I'm going to work with because they are honest and they say how they feel and they walk their fucking talk. And that's why I do it. And I have great respect for Franco in the same way, Misty, the Blackout Network, all of them, Sabs, all of them. But you know what? These higher profile, bigger platform ones, they better watch where they're stepping in because they're stepping in
it's just like
shit.
the ones that screamed and yelled to platform Alex Jones.
Yes.
And now they're the ones like Whoopi that are getting hit with censored.
Yeah, and so sorry.
What you wish for.
Anyway, I ranted. I apologized. I had to get that out. I just can't stand that shit.
I knew it was happening the other night.
Yeah.
Like, damn it.
It was bullshit. Anyway, you brought this.
Winter Olympics is on, so free Assange now. I love it. You amazing activists around the globe getting out there and spreading the gospel of Assange.
Yeah, I think that's freeing Assange, absolutely, and we want to see more of this. I really like those projections on the side of the building. Those are great. I think they have ordinances now where you can't do that in a lot of locations.
Some places, I'm sure. So Edward Snowden tweeted out, a measure of a journalist's impact, the Pulitzer Prize holding significance less prestigious than the CIA's plotting to murder you.
Oh, hell yes. And we are just about to the entertainment side of our show tonight, but we've got a little clip here that Chanda put in, and you want to talk about this before I click it on?
This is just mutual aid. This is an example of mutual aid with the truckers. So
I love this. This is great. This is great.
Glenn, what's happening on your truck here?
While I was sleeping last night, I went to bed at midnight and woke up at 6:30. So in that 6.5 hours, somebody put all this food on my trailer. I had been parked down by the canal on the Queensway in Delaware, so somebody dropped that off. I woke up this morning, but there's roughly, I had probably 50 boxes of food with probably 10 or 12 packages in a box. So tremendous amount. I don't know who it was. Most bags have little notes in, thank you notes and appreciation and little card that somebody wrote. So it's just awesome to be part of the fringe minority. We're looking out for each other's food. So I'm proud to be part of this, and I came all the way from Hairston, the other side of Kitchener.
I think that's a big deal.
That's mutual aid.
That's mutual aid. And this is mutual aid too. It's getting to be gardening season. So you might think about turning your property into just a big garden instead of, whatever you got there, unless you already got a big garden. Linda made that card, another beautiful card. I don't know why the blue is out. I must have that chromed accidentally or something.
Okay, so I'm fighting the urge to start my seeds. I know, because I live even much further north than you. I know it's too soon because
I don't know.
It's really cold.
I
don't have any place really in the house, and it's definitely too cold outside.
Well, use your windowsills. Use your windowsills. Yeah.
And fight the cats.
Sorry. Yeah, you're screwed.
I have cats. I don't have windowsills. I have cats.
Yeah, there you go.
But yeah, no, I get it. I got the itch to get out and garden.
Plant a row or container of vegetables in your gardens this spring and give away the harvest to those in need. Absolutely. Love these mutual aid ones, Linda. Thank you so much for doing those.
Great cards.
Great cards. What do you got here?
Let's see. DHS plans to use robot dogs on the border as Silver Liberty's disaster in the makings, tweets out the ACLU. The government must retract this dangerous proposal, and the Biden administration must put the brakes on our country's slide into an anti-immigrants dystopian.
More killer robots from Skynet. Man, oh man, we don't.
I just crazy out that they don't have a head though. It's just like
Yeah, that's where they put the gun. What you got? You got? These are horrible. What the hell?
I know. So you guys heard Meta took the biggest stock loss in history. Yeah, that was funny, but it's just coincidence that it happened to be the same time that they released the new avatars on us. And here's mine. Isn't she pretty?
God, you do look like B. Arthur in that one.
I know, it's terrible.
That is terrible.
Oh God, yeah.
Bring our avatars back, damn it.
Oh, thank God I have our originals because I hate those.
Yeah. What's this all about?
Baby pasta.
Baby pasta.
This is if you want to know why Gen Xers are always mad, it's because we had to replace our record collections with tape collections. That was then replaced with CD collections. That was then replaced with MP3s. And damn it, how many times must I pay to listen to grunge?
Yeah, I miss my cassette tapes, damn it.
8 tracks. I had 8 tracks.
Now you fixed this for me, right?
I did fix it.
You did fix it.
Crazy Bitcoin. It just said Bitcoin. And I was like, oh no, that's crazy Bitcoin.
Yeah, so some of my side DM chats were talking about Bitcoin today, and somebody said Bitcoin, so I threw this one together. But they really made a nice one for Comrade Misty, Bitcoin. I can't wait. I hope she uses it. It's really, really, really sharp. What's going on with this?
So this is a great little clip. So remember, why is a billionaire college dropout being interviewed regarding nutrition and vaccines? And not only that, he got his ass kicked at chess. And I just wanted to bring this short little clip to show you how fast.
At chess?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
With Bill Gates being the richest man alive for a long time, it's no secret that he's also known as being a genius, and has said in several interviews that he's an avid chess player. But when he was invited to a show with Magnus Carlsen and was challenged to a chess game, he lost in 19 seconds.
Oh, that was quick. Oh, that was that.
19 seconds, but let's trust him.
I don't think I would lose that fast. That's terrible.
Right?
Yeah,
I know. It's like, okay. Yeah, he's a strategist.
Who said he's a genius?
Yeah.
Is he a genius? He's an asshole. That's what he is.
Yeah, right.
What the hell? What do we got here? Homeless Super Bowl?
So are you guys looking forward to Super Bowl 56?
No, not
the
really.
homeless in California aren't. This is our friend on the
Who doesn't know
German
Randy's
in Venice?
Donuts right here in Inglewood?
Oh, yeah.
The world famous Randy since 1952. The sign is over here. And the donut is here, but what happened to it? It used to be brown. Remember on Iron Man 2? He was sitting right inside the donut. I think they just changed it for the Super Bowl because of Pepsi. Money, 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 money. Look at all the delicious donuts you can get. They even have Pepsi donuts. You know what time it is? It's Rams time. And all this is also in Inglewood. And in less than 3 weeks, down the way is the SoFi Stadium. We're gonna know who's gonna be the Super Bowl winner. But is it just a coincidence that they start cleaning up the streets so the rest of the United States, when they come and visit, don't see that LA has a homeless problem? Or maybe it was just time for the homeless people to move. That's what the city says. So we don't know. We try to find out what the problem was. Notice of major cleanup right here at the airport in Inglewood. And today, they just cleaned this whole area. It's been full of homeless encampments. This is the rest that's left. And it's all going to be cleaned up because all the people that are coming from the airport for the Super Bowl weekend, they're going to see all the homeless people. And that's what I tried to clean up everything.
So I did a little bit of research into this because I wanted to know, are they doing sweeps down there? Because we know I've been bringing reports on the homeless situation from around the country for the last year. California is by far one of the worst. And they don't want the embarrassment of all those, big rollers that got to come in and drive past the homeless. So they say, no, they're not doing any sweeps and they're not doing any intentional cleanup because of these were all scheduled. The Inglewood one was scheduled 6 months ago. So yeah, no, don't make a conspiracy out of it. But And they did interviews. I actually watched quite a few interviews with tourists that were in town, you know, like on the Walk of Fame, all the stars and shit downtown. Yeah. And people were just shocked. Like, I came from Germany. I'm staying in a really nice hotel. And the minute I step outside, it's just like, you know, mayhem and naked people and feces. And so that's what the world's going to see for Super Bowl 56.
Well, that's what when you get off a plane. I think my friends went to India. They got off the plane. People are living in cardboard boxes along the road to the, you know, so. And it's here in the United States, and it's been here for a while. It's just getting worse and worse and worse and worse. There's some great news, though. Well, bad news.
Bad news.
You brought this.
This is the funniest by far. Jim and the Holograms just pulled their playlist from Spotify in response to Joe Rogan. Damn you, Jim.
Oh shit!
Jim.
It's
not so.
I heard Babs was pulled hers too. Is that true?
Yeah, I could care less.
Babs
has just turned into a gated community.
Oh yeah,
limousine gem.
She has her nose so far up the Clintons' ass.
Yeah, she does and has for many, many years.
Yeah, it's terrible. Great voice. Poor judgment.
Oh, I love her. I love her as an actress. I love all of her body of work. I just hate the shit that comes out of her mouth.
Yeah, she's politically as
Deborah Messing.
Oh yeah, politically as ignorant as it gets, right there. I'm going to get down to Leo right now, and
it's time. I need a toke.
That's and it is that time. It's that time for. Guess what's coming?
Time to break them out, guys. Leo. Sing it, Leo. Sing it.
Leo's introducing his daddy.
Yes.
There you go, Leo. Yay. And it's Steve Cutler time. Here we go, everybody. Steve Cutler Live. Like and subscribe to Steve Cutler Live.
You belong among the wildflowers. You belong in a boat out at sea. Sail away, kill off the hour. You belong somewhere you feel free. Run away, find you a lover. Go away somewhere all bright and new. I have seen no other who compares with you. You belong among the wildflowers. You belong in a boat out at sea. Sail away, go back the hour. You belong somewhere you feel free. Run away, go find a lover. Run away, let your heart be your guide. You deserve the deepest of cover. You belong in that home by and by. You belong among the wildflowers. You belong somewhere close to me, yeah you do now. Far away from your trouble and worry. You belong somewhere you feel free. Can you hear me, people? You belong somewhere you feel free. Far away from your trouble and worry. You belong somewhere y'all feel free, where you feel free, where you feel free, yeah, where you feel free, where you feel free, yeah. You belong among the wildflowers.
Yay! Good job, Steve. Nicely done, Steve. Love it. Thank you so much. Go out there and subscribe. Steve's great people. Lucky's great people.
Lucky, yeah. We got a big show coming up tomorrow night. Miss Amber King's going to be over there. I know Lucky has dropped the link in the chat.
Great.
Yeah.
Great. Oh, by the way, Lucky, if you guys need help engineering for Rick, I know you had Rick Overton. I know he had trouble again last week. I hope you got that sorted. If not, let me know. I'll do my best to help out engineering that for you. Love Rick Overton. It's Stoner Corner time.
Stoner Corner. Only legends will understand. Yeah, this is true. I do yoga to relieve stress. Just kidding. I smoke pot in yoga pants.
I had that pipe.
I know. I've made many of those. I remember making them as kids. And when you never pass up an opportunity to smoke, slow down, smoke on roadway.
Yeah.
And you can't spell healthcare without THC.
That's right. Abso-frickin-lutely. I got lazy after I lost that pipe and I just started using a beer can or Coke can.
The can, yeah.
The can.
We called them the can.
Yeah, the crunchy can.
And the apple, yeah.
Yeah, we got. I've seen somebody do that with an apple. That's so cool.
Yeah, I have many times.
That's cool. I like that. Anyway, I won't get further into it. Guess what time it is?
Dance off.
Dance off.
Right.
I know everybody.
Dance off.
Everybody's been waiting for the dance off. You want to call off the Super Rays first, or?
Kashami Kate, I think I was deeply involved in the Scotty Walker and Rep Party overreach in Wisconsin in 2011. Citizens stormed Madison. Truckers, I got my cursor right, tried to run us over and never stood with us. That was 11 years too late to waking up. Wow, that's terrible.
I know. Yeah. I had some friends who were truckers, so.
Yeah, Aram says, what I miss. You can always rewind.
Yeah, rewind it, Aram. We had some fun stuff in the beginning, and we had a little tribute there for Kamshwari Kate, who was a Mr. Ed thing with Barbershop Quartet. And you might recognize some of those people, but wind it back. But right now, we have Chanda.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
I asked for Riverdance so.
Chanda got Riverdance, man, and I really, I'm not going to say anything.
You nailed the hair. I will tell you that.
Thank you.
The hair is dead on.
Thank you. Linda helped me pick this out, by the way.
Right.
Okay, here we go. Dance off time. Get your scorecards ready.
Oh, somebody wants to vote already.
Yeah. God, should I even bother?
Thank you.
Should I even bother? For Christ's sake. Wow.
Bring it. No, I worked hard on that one. I love that.
Well, as usual, I try and bring something comparable, at least the style of the dance anymore. But here's old Oz. I hope I get a couple of votes. Anyway, here I go.
I can tell you guys, I think you should vote for Oz because I'm honored to have danced the dance, but that was funny. Your leg kept looking like it was coming off.
Oh shit! I got to tell you, that was something, and that music that it started off with here, that was the music, the whole score for the whole clip. And Linda and I listened to that and said no. So we took our learned skills from Da Vinci and lined that thing in there again. So we're getting to be audio people.
You're getting
too.
really good at these deep fakes. I mean, we've been playing with them for a little over a year now. And if you remember how rough they were in the beginning.
Oh, they were terrible.
You're doing hardly any facelips. I mean, yeah, no, that's good.
Yeah, we're trying. So who's got Oz? Oz? Wow.
Oz is hilarious, yes.
Oz?
Oz.
Yep. Wow. I think I got... Thanks, guys. That's great. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's great. Thank you so much. But your dance was so beautiful. It was great. And I gave that intro. So,
but I'm honored just to have danced the dance.
That was great. That gal that does that dance, gosh, I can't even remember her name.
What an amazing
she's one of the top female dancers of that type. So, but yeah, no, thank you everybody. Thanks for the votes. Now it brings me. You were 2 ahead of me. Now it's back to 1 ahead of me, right?
1 ahead, yeah.
Okay, next week we decided we're going to do a figure skating thing next week.
Yeah, let's do a skate off in honor of the Olympics.
Yeah,
I've been watching a lot of figure skating this week.
Yeah, so,
and I know some of you out there have too.
We're gonna we'll do a skate off this week, and hopefully we'll get some good clips for that, and it'll be a lot of fun. So we're almost out of here, but we do have Hollyweird.
We have Hollyweird and the movie.
So let's see what we got for Hollyweird today. I had a review, but I'm not going to play it this week. I'll save it.
Okay, yeah. I only brought one little short clip. I think it's a minute long, and it's Billie Eilish trying to rip her fans off into doing her artwork for her tours.
Really?
Yeah.
It sounds like somebody we mutually know who is in podcasting. They want to use their fans to do their work for them.
Right.
Yeah.
Billie Eilish is getting canceled on Twitter right now after she partnered up with Adobe to host a new contest. The art competition is getting major backlash, with many pointing out that beyond Billie doing this, why there are real problems with these types of competitions. Back on January 26th in a viral tweet, Billy said, Billy and Adobe want to see your designs in the hashtag Billy by Adobe Make the Merch contest. Visit this link for a chance to have your unique art featured on a piece of official merch on Billy's tour, hashtag contest. And right away when you click on the replies to this tweet, the top comment lays out perfectly why this is a problem. Tracy King says, can Billy please write me a song? I won't be paying for it, but I will retain the rights anyway, and if her song is better than thousands of others who spent their time writing me a song, then I might use it for my own profit. The winner of this contest is going to have their design featured on a t-shirt to be sold for Billy's Happier Than Ever World Tour, with the grand prize winner receiving $10,000, 2 tickets to Eilish's show, and a membership to Adobe, with the first prize winner also receiving $1,000, an Adobe membership, and tickets to a show. The artists on Twitter aren't wrong, though, to be outraged by this. According to the official rules, Adobe will own the rights to the winner's art, and the artist will not receive any form of payment from the further sale of that design, and can't even claim that they created it. Then on top of that, even if you don't win the competition, whatever design you submitted is still owned by Adobe, and they can use it anytime that they want to. All of that is tucked away in the official rules when you check off that little box that says, do you agree to the terms and conditions?
Oh, you can't do that.
Don't give celebrities your free art. Know
Nothing.
your worth.
Nothing.
Yeah,
and the proprietary issues behind stuff. This is why we get away with the deep fakes, because we're changing them so much by putting someone else's face on them that it doesn't fall within purview yet. But I guarantee you they're going to try and figure out a way to screw us
they've
up.
already changed it up a lot just in the last few years of what we've been allowed to do. And we skirt the line, and that we've never been able to monetize just because of the type of content that we make.
I've never flipped the monetize switch on any of this stuff because, first of all, some of it, it's a little bit too far over the edge, even though they're bazillionaires. But there's still that ethical thing. So when we do make errors, or when we do it on purpose, we do it with love.
Always with love.
Always with love.
That.
Always with love. What is this?
Hurts me more than it hurts you. So this is a coincidence. This is Wired.com. Pentagon kills lifelong project. The Pentagon canceled its so-called lifelong project, an ambitious effort to build a database tracking a person's entire existence. February 4th, 2004. History.com. Facebook launches history. On February 4th, 2004, a Harvard sophomore named Mark Zuckerberg launched the Facebook, a social media website that had built in order to connect Harvard. Yeah, come on. We all know where Facebook Meta really came from.
Yeah, we do. Absolutely. This is new. You made this new. Right?
No, I pulled it out. Of the files. I have a bunch that I've never put on air.
I love Mr. and Mrs. Smith. That was fun. That was fun. I liked that.
She tried to kill me.
Oh, come on. It was just
I tried. Yeah, just a little. Just a little bit.
I gotta say, this Mr. and Mrs. Smith was mindless entertainment. It's one of the few of the time that I enjoyed back then, but attitudes have changed so much. That I don't even like anything that's murder, death, kill anymore, or cop shows or any of that stuff, because it's just trash writing. So that's the thing. What's the movie?
It's just trash writing, period.
Yeah, it is trash writing. Come on. What do you got here? What is this?
So this is CGI Bros. It's Quarter de Negla by it's okay, so that's what it's called. It's won mass awards. This is CG Bros. I bring them all the time. Hopefully we won't get a copyright for this. I don't think we will, but kind of a dystopian one, guys.
All right, here we go.
I haven't brought a dystopian.
Dystopia one, then we'll be out of here for the evening. We're almost on time. We're a little bit over, not too much.
We're a little bit
Thank you for sticking around, everybody. We really appreciate it. We like to have fun with our friends and fam. shit. All right, now you're getting as bad as Amber's, starting to depress me through art.
That was your Saturday night movie.
Oh my God, that was shades of something. So maybe that's are we really? Maybe we are lying on a table somewhere with things going in our head and everything else.
Could be.
Yeah.
It really could be.
Yeah. Well, this was a fun show tonight. I had a lot of fun, a lot of passion. We got some announcements coming up.
Do we? I don't. Oh well. Yeah, I know Amber's doing a show tomorrow night with Lucky. I'm sure you'll drop the link again. We've got the dive on Monday night, and of course you're kicking it over at the Convo Couch now during the week.
Yeah, Johnny's on vacation for a while now, so I'm gonna be holding up the end over there. So be kind to old Oz.
Ones and twos.
Yeah,
be
ones
kind
and
to old
twos.
Oz.
Yeah, he's old, and Johnny's a better shot than I am, but I'm gonna give it my best because they deserve it.
No,
So,
they do. They do. Yeah, they do. I'm glad you're over there, and I'm trying to do as much as I can with Roar to help lighten your load. So we're all just toting. But Amber and I have got something big in the works. On February 21st, we are going to see Dr. Malone and Dr. Cole here in just outside of Tacoma, Big Harbor. So it's a trip for me, and we're trying to get Pasta's going to get us press badges. I think he knows a bunch of people from when he went and interviewed them, wherever. And hopefully we'll be able to score a couple of interviews, maybe even the weekend before. I don't know how to work, but we're working on it. So if you want to help support us with that trip or help me, because traveling for me always sucks. I just dropped my link in the chat, and our link tree is always in the description box below. Yes, it's go fuck me, but what can I do? That's the only way we have right now.
Yeah, it is. It is the only way. What's the one you suggested?
I prefer PayPal me. PayPal me is probably. I think that's the way that everybody should be trying to help each other out nowadays.
Yeah, and even those guys pull money.
Even those guys, all of them have the authoritarian, capacity to take whatever. So
yeah, that's where it's at. And then we've got you got it to hell and back on Thursday, right?
To hell and back, Pasta and I, we've been kind of kicking the COVID thing down the road for a while, but it's really important. Mandates are really important, and Big Pharma sits right at the center of that. We see that by the protests in front of Pfizer today. So yeah, I'm sure we'll keep talking about Big Pharma this weekend, but we will get back to some more in-depth dives into addiction.
Oh yeah, that's an ongoing scenario for sure. And Amber King, I believe she has something going on Friday night.
Amber, she's been working hard behind the scenes, so we got some stuff going on with Roar Board that we got stuff that
we're trying to get some stuff done. We really are.
She's changed chats for a week, and she's doing super speed trying to help us out there.
Yeah, she has been. And again, next Saturday night, we're going to have another Beauty and the Boomer, provided the asteroid doesn't hit or I don't get flooded out again. So we'll see how that goes. And in honor of the convoy, we're going to go out tonight with this little ditty, Hey You. It's a Pink Floyd cover. Isn't that ironic after yelling at Roger tonight that I'm pink?
No.
I mean...
Yeah, I kind of thought that. I was like, why did you bring Pink Floyd? But,
yeah. Well,
separate the artist from the people.
Yeah. Practice what you preach, too, there, Roger. It's united we stand, divided we fall. So thank you to everybody everywhere that's watching Beauty and the Boomer. We have 50,000 viewers now, right? Is that right? No?
Well, we definitely have more than we normally
Yeah,
have.
we have more than we know. We appreciate the support. Remember, support our sisters and brothers out there as best you all can. It's great having you all here. Hey, Choosy. I do want to say, when I jump into these, just quickly, when I jump into these chats on some of the other shows and stuff, and I say hi, a lot of times I turn my eyes away from the screen because I'm multitasking. That doesn't mean I'm dissing you guys. I love you all. Just wanted to make that clear.
We know.
I do stick
when we're
around.
screaming at you that somebody is muted, we know you're not looking at the screen.
Yeah, and also, make sure it's me if you can. If they get too
How
chatty.
do we do that?
I don't know.
Now even I'm paranoid. I'm going to get roped into a conversation with somebody I think it's you.
Yeah, well, just don't divulge any of those secrets.
I think I would know.
Yeah. Anyway, we're going out tonight. Thank you, Chanda. You were fantastic. Thanks to all the chats. Have a great week, and we'll see you weekend. We'll see you Monday on the Dive. And this is Pink Floyd. Hey, you. This is a pretty good cover, Chanda.
Yeah, it is. Good cover. Have a good night.
Hey you, out there in the cold, getting lonely, getting old, can you feel me? Hey you, standing in the aisles with itchy feet and fading smiles, can you feel me? Hey you, don't help them to bury the light. Don't give in without a fight. Hey you, out there on your own, sitting naked by the phone, would you touch me? Hey you, with your ear against the wall, waiting for someone to call out, would you touch me?